12 states in part, each house shall have the power to determine the rules of its proceedings and punish its members, and with the concurrence of 2/3, expel a member. Quite simply, we have the power to expel a member for any reason that we see fit. By pleading no contest, Representative Gates did not contest or challenge the allegations and elements of the charge of felony failure to file or pay taxes. While there may be compelling reasons for Representative Gates, and indeed any other criminal defendant, to enter into such a plea deal and take that arrangement, I believe at the point that he pled no contest, that it placed the onus on us to take steps to expel Representative Gates. I believe that the plea of no contest to a felony, indeed to a felony charge of the nature of this charge, particularly when you consider it in light of our work and our duties as state representatives, justifies expulsion. The filing and paying of taxes to the state is a basic responsibility of us as citizens. Indeed, we all know, as Benjamin Franklin once said, there's two certainties in the world: death and taxes.
Thanks to people like you.
And I would suspect that none of us particularly like filing and paying taxes, but nonetheless, it's our obligation. The failure to at least file on the nature of the plea agreement is such that I believe it warrants expulsion. Given that we have the power and authority unto ourselves without further authority, we have that authority necessary to expel Representative Gates. But you can go even beyond that. We can look back to earlier this year, and we have a clear expression by this chamber of what our intentions and our will would be in this situation. You'll recall that just a few months previous, 71 members of this body, including Representative Gates, voted to approve a measure prohibiting a person in the circumstances of Representative Gates, who's pled no contest to a felony, from filing, running, or holding office. That act is Act 894. It's codified at 218305. It says if a person is pled guilty or nolo contendere to or has been found guilty of a public trust crime, he or she shall not file as a candidate for constitutional office, run as a candidate for constitutional office, or hold a constitutional office. Now, I know that when you read that, there's some words there that there's questions about what does that mean. So we know if we take that statute piece by piece, we first look, it says if a person is pled guilty or nolo contendere. Clearly, I think it's unquestionable that Representative Gates pled no contest, nolo contendere to a charge. In this case, the statute says nolo contendere to a public trust crime. What's a public trust crime? It's defined in Arkansas law at 218301. A public trust crime means a crime prohibited under Arkansas Constitution, Article 5, Section 9. The Arkansas Constitution, Article 5, Section 9 say what kind of crime is prohibited. Article 5, Section 9 says the crimes referenced are embezzlement of public money, robbery, forgery, or other infamous crime. What is an infamous crime? An infamous crime is a felony offense. So if you connect definition to a situation where A equals B, B equals C, C equals D, so thus A equals D, we can read that if you plead no contest to a felony charge, you shall not file, run, or hold a constitutional office. And I guess some might say, well, what is a constitutional office? Well, that's also defined. A constitutional office means the offices of governor, lieutenant governor, on down to the General Assembly. And so we have this statute that 71 members of this body passed, including Representative Gates, that clearly expresses our belief as to what should happen in this circumstance. And I would suggest if we took a position contrary to that, we'd have to ask ourselves what changed. Is it because we're uncomfortable now applying it to one of our own? I would hope that that's not the case. And let me just say that as I approach this situation, and as someone referenced, I believe it's been 180 years since we've gone through this process. There's been a lot of different facets to it that we've had to look at, and we've done our best with advice of the parliamentarian and legal counsel and others to try and establish a process that's fair to the membership and fair to Representative Gates. But at the end of the day, I think that we'd have to ask ourselves what really changed justifies taking a position that's contrary to what we've already taken. Furthermore, since the statute passed, and it was passed by this body, I believe it's binding on us anyway. I understand it's been reported that, and I think Representative Gates, I think we've probably talked about this or we've had communication about it, that there may be some challenge to the constitutionality of the statute. All I can say is that the statute that's passed by the General Assembly is presumptively constitutional. It was passed by this body, thereby it should be binding upon us. But even if that were not the case, we have the power and authority under the Constitution, and the passage of that statute, I believe, clearly shows what our intention, what our desire was in the circumstance. And again, I think it would be very difficult for us now to say, well, we don't want to apply that. We don't want to hold the same position now. Is it just because it's one of our own?